It's Tim Albright with AVNation with the road to InfoComm. InfoComm 2026 happens June 17th through the 19th. And with us to talk about Sennheiser in their booth is David Missall. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Tim. Good to be here.
All right, good to see you. You guys are over in Central Hall, C5313, C5313. David, we've got to hang out with Sennheiser at NAB at ISE. So this time around, what will we find in the Sennheiser booth? Yeah,
as always, we never stop innovating and creating new things for everybody in the AV business, and we didn't continue to do that now for InfoComm. And one of the things that we'll be showing, and actually we're introducing it today, is the TCCM Plus. So if you're familiar with our mic array solutions, we have the TCCM, and now we have the TCCM Plus, and we will show it live at InfoComm in the demo room that we have, and also be live out in the booth as well. This is a sort of a new generation of features really designed to reduce time of deployment within your ecosystems. There's quite a few things that's happening with it. One is it is now compatible with our cloud format Device Hub. If you remember at ISE in Barcelona, we introduced the beta version that already works with our TC bar. And now with TCCM Plus, this also is getting integrated and is now integrated into Device Hub. So giving you the ability to remotely control the TCCM Plus across regions, across the globe as we get further and further into this cloud format of Device Hub. The other thing is there's a new LUI, local user interface for the TCCM Plus so that you can connect to it via a browser, and you can actually have all the controls that you had with Control Cockpit. So you can do exclusion zones and set up your IT infrastructure and your Dante, etc., all through this browser-based user interface. So that's really a great add-on. And one of the other exciting things now is we're also introducing, along with TCCM Plus, is Partner Link. So this is a new concept for us. We want to make it easier, even more easier than it is now, to work with all of our partners. When you think about QSYS and Crestron, all these different AV platforms and DSPs. So to start with through Partner Link, we worked very closely with QSYS so that now you can bring our device, the TCCM Plus, into their platform, into the QSYS design software.
Oh, wow.
So you don't need the plugin, right? It comes in as a device seamlessly into QSYS, and you still have the same control as you would with any of the plugins that we've had in the past. So we worked very closely with QSYS to make this happen so that they could communicate with our device in the way that they communicate with their own devices. So really a great way to implement a QSYS backbone and bring our device into their system much, much easier than even before. And we'll expand that into other partners in the future as well. But we're starting out with Partner Link with QSYS, and we'll show that also at the show. So really exciting.
David, when it comes to the IT and the AV managers, how important is something like Partner Link? Because as you mentioned, you guys have a number of partners, both on the show floor at InfoComm as well as other places. How important is that to the folks that are leveraging and using your products on a daily basis?
Yeah, what it enables people to do is regardless of their ecosystem, we play nicely with everybody. We have such great relationships with all these different companies, Crestron and so forth. And we want to make it easy for people to have control of our device when they're looking at anything that they decide to use for backbones, for any DSP that they're going to control the room with. So for us, it's very important that we are seamless within that infrastructure. And we've already done that with a myriad of different plugins that we have to work with a lot of our different partners. But now, what's the next step? And we see this as the next step where we can share protocols with each other, dependent on whoever we happen to be working with. So we take the plugin away and we can just drive it in easily. So it really cuts down time for the AV or the integrator as they start deploying these things and commissioning the system to get to that point where everything's working a lot faster.
Very cool. All right. Again, you guys are in Central Hall, C5313, C5313. David, not everyone's going to InfoComm, so if they're not going and they want to follow along with everything that Sennheiser is talking about that week, how do they do that?
Well, of course, they can always jump on the Sennheiser.com website. We also have a Facebook page as well, and you can also follow us on LinkedIn as well. So we're always posting the latest and greatest of what we'll be doing and what we'll be doing at the show.
All right, very good. David Missall from Sennheiser. Thank you so much. We'll see him at InfoComm. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, AVNation.tv. That's AVNation.tv. And follow along as we also head to Las Vegas for InfoComm 2026, June 17th through the 19th. All that and more at AVNation.tv. That's AVNation.tv.